Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my class of CIS 2168 Data Driven Design. This is part 2 of page hit analysis. I am Dr. Hariman Pandey from the Department of Computer Science and this is my email ID. We will start with quick recap on what we did in part 1 of page hit analysis. So I have given the first point, which is this, and it clearly highlights that in the first part we covered data analytics and data sources. So we discussed the benefit and what is data analytics and benefit of data analytics, and we discussed 4 different data sources. In this session, that is in part 2 of page hit analysis, we will focus on log analysis. So the agenda for this session is discussion on log analysis. So I have given the objective for this session in the next slide. So as I mentioned in part 1, the overall aim for week 2 session is working on page hit analysis. The agenda for this particular session is working with log data and exploring log analysis. So these two topics we'll discuss in this session. We will start with log file analysis. What is log file? So log file is web servers record transaction in log file. If you remember, when I was discussing data analytics and data sources, the third data source was based on application server. So I explained that concept using one diagram, and the diagram was something like this. There is a visitor, and this visitor is sending a request R, and server is processing this request, and then server is generating a response and sending it to the visitor. So what application server will do, application program will do? Application program will create a log, transaction log, and all the data related to the transaction between visitor and the server will be stored here, and a program is required. A program is needed to read the content given in this file, that is in this log file. So this program will be application program, and application program means it can be JavaScript program, it can be PHP program, it can be ASP.NET program, it can be Python program. So in this module, we'll use Python program as a program to read the data given in the log file. These log files, I already explained what is this log file and how it will get generated. So in order to read the data given in this log file, a program is required, and it was soon realized that the content given in the log file could be read by this program to provide data, and this program will provide the data related to the popularity of a web page or website. So this data can be used, this program can be used to read the data given in the log file, and the aim is to know the popularity of the website or the web page. So, and this process is called as analyzing the log data or log file. And the popularity of a website can be measured. So this popularity, it can be measured based on by counting number of client or visitor request. That is, in other words, we call it number of hit on the website or on the web page. So the popularity will be decided based on the number of hit on the website or on the web page. The same point is given here. So the popularity of a website can be measured. So website statistics, that is the popularity of the website, can be measured by counting the number of client request or client hit to the web server. And analyzing this, performing this task, analyzing number of hit, is known as page hit analysis. So this session, in this session, we are working on page hit analysis. And what is page hit analysis? The transaction data is stored in the log file, and there is a need of a program to read the data given in this log file, and we will basically get some statistics by reading the data given in the log file, and this statistics will be measured by counting the number of hits, and this number of hits is nothing but called as analyzing number of hits, referred as page hit analysis. Next we will discuss page hit analysis using the log data. So in order to make the concept more clear, what is log file and how to analyze the log data, I have given a block diagram, and this block diagram is presented to explain the concept in an effective manner. So what will happen, you can see this is the first block. So first of all, client is there. Client will send a request for a particular website. So client is requesting a website or a web page. Then what will happen next? The request will reach to the server. The server will process the request, and then after processing the request, the server sends respond to the client. And there is an application program here. What will happen here? You can see that when server process request and send response to the client, it maintains a log. So it maintains a log file. This is the log file. Log file, and this log file is referred as server log interaction, and the data which will be stored in this called as log data. And then this is the basic structure of this is generic structure of log file, and it is represented in tabulated form. So a table is given. So what will happen in this table? In this table, the following information will get stored, such as client IP address. Client IP address means HTTP header request, request header, and it will be stored in the form of IP address. Then timestamp, date and time of the request, request line. So this request line, this is for the request line, that is third column for the request line. Then response status, request is closed or request is open. And then referrer means it represents client URL. So under this field, under this attribute, information about the client URL can be stored. And the last column is user agent, which is given here. And user agent will give the information, identification information about the client browser. So client is using which type of browser. Client is using Internet Explorer, client is using Mozilla, client is using any other web browser. So information or identification information of the client browser can be accessed using this, that is user agent. In the next slide, I have given the example for all these attributes, all these fields with some values. So you can see these are the columns given in the previous slide. So the first column, as you see, client IP, then timestamp, then request line. The same is given here in this column. And some specific value is presented in the second column. So client IP is like I have taken 127.0.0.1 timestamp. This is date and time when the request is coming, or and this is client request line. This is the response status. Some code is given to figure out the request is closed or open. Referrer, the information of the client URL, and then this is the information, identification information about the browser client is using. Now in the next slide, I have highlighted some of the key questions which need to be answered for performing log analysis. So you can see this, the first question is which URL were accessed. Second question is what device were they using, client is using, when are URL accessed, who accessed URL, why were the URL accessed, it means what type of data item client is searching for, then did user find what they were looking for, and how did user use the site. So if you want to perform some specific analysis, then you need to find out the answer for these questions. For example, if you want to find out the information about this question, that is answer of this question, which URL were accessed, then you need to perform page hit analysis. For getting the answer of this question, you need to perform user agent analysis. In order to get the information about when URL accessed, that is date and time, date and time related information, then temporal analysis. If you want to access, you want to get the information related to who accessed URL, then IP analysis. The content related question is given here, why were the URL accessed. It means that the data item what client or visitor was looking for when client visited the website or the web page. Here we will perform query analysis. This question we will discuss in week number 4. So I am leaving it now. For this question, how did user use the site, that is session analysis. So these are different analysis we will discuss week by week. This week we are discussing the focus is on page hit analysis. In the next slide, I have given log analysis, the steps that you need to perform for log analysis. To make the things clear, I have given one diagram. So first of all, what you need to do, you need to read one log entry given in the log file. Then split the entries in fields. Then save relevant feed values. You need to use a variable to save the value. Then repeat this process. Count the total number of values, total number of fields present in the list. Then generate the output. So you can generate output statistics, and you can create the plots for visualizing the output. So this slide is for the summary of this session. In this session, the focus was on log analysis. So we discussed what is log file,